We have started with the definition and advantages, disadvantages. Then we have moved for types of work study, right? Now I will be presenting the screen. Is everyone able to see the screen? Any one of you respond?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Thank you. We are going to start. That is the part three in the work study. That is a method study. Normally, you would have seen that work study is of two types. That is method study and time study. Method study is nothing but examining a job and finding more efficient methods to perform. And time study, you would have seen determining the times necessary to perform a job and its elements. So here we are going to continue with previous class, that we have method study structure. First, we need to select which work can be studied for economic advantage. Second is recording all facts about the job and operation. We have to record it. Then examine the facts critically: purpose, place, sequence, persons, people involved, seeking alternatives. We may change or we try to simplify that particular work or eliminate or combine or change. So examining the recorded job that we are going to see. Then develop a record of improved method under prevailing the conditions, re-examine and select the best method. Next, evaluate different alternatives to developing a new improved method, comparing the cost effectiveness. So here there is a break in the flow chart. So I have used this into mark symbol, and we can start with into mark symbol anywhere. So this is how we are going to break a flow chart. So after evaluating, we are going to define the new method, procedure, layout, equipment, working conditions, materials, quality, instructions. We are going to define the new method. Then we are going to install that new method, improved method, and we are going to plan and arrange and implement. And then we start maintaining the regular intervals, the improved in use. So this is what the method study structure. So if you want to change, or if you want to make a particular job or activity or an operation in a efficient manner, we have to study like this. This is method study structure. So we have select, record, examine, develop, evaluate, define, install, and maintain. So these are the steps we have. So a detailed manner, select steps or procedures involved in method study. The basic approach to method study consists of 8 steps that we have seen in the figure earlier diagram. The select the work to be studied and its boundaries. We are going to see recording the relevant facts about the job by direct observation and collect some additional data as may be needed from appropriate sources. Examining the way the job is being performed, challenge its example. If you are going to take the job of taking class, how efficient the class is going on, whether we need to change something, we need to add something or remove something, that we can examine. So the job is being performed and challenge its purpose, place, sequence and method of performance. Developing the most practical, economic, effective method, drawing on contributions of those concerned. So if you want to develop a new thing, because if you want to replace the activity of earlier, like in our education system after COVID and becoming a pandemic, we have changed our physical classroom to online classroom. So there was a drastic changes, and in the second semester we have gone through that, and some bottlenecks we have changed our platforms, like from Cisco WebEx, we went to the Zoom, so again to Cisco WebEx, then from that to Zoom, from that to Google Meet, Google Classroom. So this all developing, and we are evaluating, defining, and installing the systems. So this also happens in industries. They are going to take a particular job and they are going to use these 8 steps, and they are going to study this. So in detail, we are going to see two only first two steps have been dealt in detail here. Why? Because selection is very important, and recording, how we are going to record, is very important. After that, examining, developing, evaluating, define, installing, maintain depends on this recorded facts only. So in your syllabus or in this class, we are going to deal with only 2 steps, that is most important steps, that is selection of work and recording of things. So the first, selection of the job or method study. Cost is the main criteria. All the finance, marketing, and the HR specialization students try to concentrate more on costs only. So if you cannot increase any revenue, if you want to increase any revenue, but still we need to concentrate on cost. You would have seen in nowadays, no one going to say the salary, they are going to say that cost to company. So giving out the wages, salaries, or a honorarium or a commission is a cost to the company. So we have to concentrate more on reduction of the costs. So cost is the main criteria for selection of job. Why we have to change the job? Because of cost. If we have got a job at Delhi, that is some 1 lakh rupees, and you have got a job at Hyderabad for 80,000, which you want to prefer? You are going to prefer Hyderabad only for 80,000. Though you are getting 1 lakh rupees at Delhi, the traveling, the cost, living cost is more. So for that, criteria is the cost. So anyone concentrate most on the cost. Cost is the main criteria for selection of a job, process, department for methods analysis. To carry out the method study, a job is selected such that the proposed method achieves one or more following results: improved quality with lesser scrap, means wastage should be lesser; increased production through better utilization of resources, whatever resources we have, that we need to use them; elimination of unnecessary operations and movements; improved layout leading to smooth flow of materials and balanced production lines. So the layout should be in such a way that we are going to see in the further slides about the drawing how we are going to change the layout. Improved working conditions. If working conditions are good, then we are going to incur less costs. Considerations for selection of a method study. If you want to select a job or a activity for studying, the job should be selected from the method study based upon the following consideration. That is, one is economic concept, that is costing and revenue, that we have to technical aspect and human aspect. These are the 3 criteria we are going to select a job for the study. First one is economic aspects. It involves cost and time. You would have seen in managerial economics, we used to see that effective utilization of resources, effective utilization of investment, effective utilization of results. So for that reason, what I mean to say is, we have to see that compulsory we have to reduce the costs. If we don't reduce the cost, it is very difficult for us to improve the profits. If you want to share any profits, if you want to bring into control the profits, if you want to raise the more profits, compulsory concentrate on the costing. If costing is there, compulsory we will be seeing that we are going to get more profits. So again, I will be sharing the screen, because admitting, if you're going to come late, it's very difficult to admit yourself. Otherwise, you will be out of the class. So I have to come out of this sharing, screen sharing, and admit you people. So try to be in time to the class so that this problem we are not going to face. So everyone is going to see this slide. Again, I have came out and came in. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this economic aspects involves cost and time. It is sufficient or not attained while exercise will go waste. So if you are going to think of economic aspect, we have to think of cost and time. So here, money spent should be justified by savings from it. So whatever you are going to spend, don't spend as it is. Something should be saved, so for the future use. So example, in a simple financial family aspect, what the experts say that 50% of your income should be saved and 50% should be utilized for the operations or any maintenance or any asset building. So 50% of your income should be saved somewhere, or should be deposited, or it should be invested in such a way that 100% of returns should be there. That is the family household aspect in case of incomes. But here in the industry, also money spent should be justified by savings from it. So you have to get back something on returns. Bottleneck operations, which are holding up the production operations, that we need to see that which are the operations which are hindering our growth. Operations involving excessive labor, lot of scrap, poor utilization of resources. Backtracking means the materials, reutilization of materials, or recycling or reusing or reducing the materials, excessive movement of materials. These are the economic aspects we have to consider while taking a job into consideration, that is study. Technical aspect. The method study should be careful enough to select a job which has technical knowledge and expertise. A person selecting a job in this area of expertise going to do full justice. So here, the technical aspects of job having consistent quality. The quality means that particular job should directly increase the quality. Then only that we need to take. Without increasing quality, no need to consider that job for the change. Operation generating lot of scraps. If that operation gives a lot of scrap, example, a machine, in order to a juicer machine, it is going to give juice only 10% of the whole fruit, and another juicer gives 50% of juice. Which is better? The 50% juice is better. So we have to see that the machine or the people who are contributing to their organization goal should be taken into account. The people, some people will be there, they don't work but they need the wages, they don't want, they need the salaries. The people who don't work and attend anything but organization, it has become a burden, because they will be paying that particular person or investing one particular machine which doesn't work. So it becomes an hindrance. Some problem may it will be created, and over costing will be on. The costings rises up, the productivity comes down. If there are four people working in a particular production department, if only three people are working, what happens to the output? If four people are going to work, the productivity will be higher. In case of humans, if there are four machines working for a production unit, one machine breakdowns, then what happens? It becomes hindrance to the whole the productivity. So we have to look for an alternative, and we have to go for costing, repairing that. So this is what happens. So as an organization employing the staff, organization acquiring the machines, so they have to work well. We are investing on that, investing on the people, investing on the machines, so they have to work. Otherwise what happens, the organization goals will not be reached, and they are going to incur the losses, and it becomes lot of scrap. People not working is a scrap, machines not working is a scrap, because it depends on the productivity. So the people who don't study this operation management, they don't have the mind to work, because in operation management we are going to see these all things: non-operating assets we have, non-operating people we have, so it is burden to the company. So here technical aspects that we are going to see, that operating generating scraps that we should remove, frequent complaints from the workers regarding the job, this also we have to concentrate frequently. This process is not good, it is very handle. Applying for an application, it is very difficult to move around. They have done it online, so hassle free. So some technical aspects we have to see that and select that particular job. Human considerations, change is going to affect the way in which work job is done presently, and is not fully accepted as a work and human. Example, in our case, in our university, when we have changed from physical classroom to online classroom, some 80 to 90% of teachers were opposing this. It is very difficult, and the students also 50% to 60% students were still saying that online is very difficult. But still, it's a mass, it has become a pandemic, it is no other go. The people are going online, assignments online, and even assessment has become online. Even you are going to get your certificate online. So it happens. Human consideration is the human, they are not going to fully aspect. The union, workers union may not aspect. So human considerations play a vital role in method study. These are some of situations where human aspect should be given due importance. Workers complaining about unnecessary and tiring work. There is a laborious work. If I said to submit the assignment, just you write and click a screenshot and just you post it, that is over. No, you can make this unnecessary work, like you have to write on the paper and you have to come to the department, and if you want to submit in person means it becomes unnecessary and tiring. The work is what, you have to finish the assignment, you have to reach, that assignment should reach the department. There are the ways, without coming to the department also you can submit. That is in our case. But here, worker complaining work, unnecessary tiring work, if they say that you have to carry the material from here to another and again laborious 3 or 4 times moving in the same place, it becomes very tiresome. So like that activities we have to change. More frequency of accidents. So there is a problem with the machines, and there is a problem with the people not working aptly or correctly. So the if you would have seen the road, on the roads frequent accident takes place, they are going to change the curve, or they are going to keep the dividers, or they are going to keep an alert symbol, or they are going to keep a board, caution board, saying that the accident prone area. So this is what, more accidents take place, then where we have to study that, we have to reduce that things. Inconsistent earning, you are doing that particular job but you are not getting any income, so we have to see that to change that particular job. So these are the human considerations. So we'll go back here, we'll see this one side recap. The job should be selected for the method study based upon the following consideration, that is economic aspect, technical aspect, human aspect. So these are the three aspects we have to see in the method study. Recording the techniques. That is, first, as I said, will be only the first two steps we are going to see. Now we have seen the selection of job, and that has three considerations. One is economic, technical, and human. Now we are going to see The second one is the recording the techniques of the method study. How we are going to record this method study? The selection of work to be studied is to be record all the facts relating to existing method. Now, what we have selected a particular aspect that we need to investigate. We have to record the things. Recording are very much useful to make before and after comparison to assess the effectiveness of proposed method. So we are going to make some tool and we are going to check whether it is working or not. We are going to record a video and we are going to check again so that any changes if you want you can make it. Without recording, it's very difficult to improve the efficiency. For that reason, example you would have seen any food item, they are going to prepare a sample and they are going to check whether it is good, then into large scale they will do. And any part or a component if you are going to manufacture, they are going to see that it fits very well, means in large scale they are going to do. So that recording the existing job is very necessary for a study. Recording technique, I'm going to take a classical example and my own experience. When I was working with a Crescent at Patancheru, I used to take the interviews with so many people. I was working as a research associate for 1 year in the areas where the Musi water is going to flow. In that villages, we have selected 4 villages out of it, that in each and every village we used to go and we have a interview schedule, that is a questionnaire of 35 to 40 pages that I used to carry. And then I have to take the report from each and every people, what is the impact of Musi river on their health, and income and the climate and other conditions. For that reason, I used to take that questionnaire and travel to all the 4 villages, sit with the people and take the things. Because for questionnaire filling, they feel very odd and they expect more from us, saying that what you are going to give. If I'm going to tell that I don't have the land, I have a problem with health hazard, what you are going to help? So I used to hide that questionnaire. I used to memorize all the questions and I used to ask, and I used to take with me a recorder, cassette recorder. Earlier in those days we had like a cassette player. I used to take that cassette player and make it on, and I used to sit with the villagers, and in a discussion method, I used to ask all my 50 questions in a questionnaire by one, or jumbling way, some or other. I used to collect, and I used to come back to the room and play that video back and listen to them and start filling those questionnaires. So that is the recording method. If you are going to have that recording again, if I could miss any data, I used to go back again, ask and collect. Because sitting with the people with the questionnaire and long ticking and asking them, so they will get embarrassed. One time they are going to openly say, otherwise some people they give the false information. So recording techniques, it will be different, but here the recording techniques are designed to simplify the standardized recording work. So here we are going to use charts and diagrams for recording that an activity. How the charts, we are going to see that. So here we have a diagram showing that what are the techniques used in the method study. Recording techniques for one has come. I will stop sharing. So these charts and diagrams are there that we are going to discuss. Again, I'm going to share the screen. So we were discussing about this recording techniques. So here recording techniques of method study, or the charts. We have some different types of charts and we have the diagrams. In diagrams we have 2 types of diagram, that is flow diagram and skin string diagram. Using the string we are going to draw. You would have seen in the films like Gajani and some Chanakya and some like CID investigation. They are going to place the flaps on the board and they are going to pin it, and they are going to discuss and plan sketch how to catch hold of these culprits. And we have another method that to measure the distance also. We are going to take the map and we are going to pin with the pins and make the threads, and we are going to see that how much distance we have to travel agent will be doing like this, that is string diagram. Because to minimize and understand about those works, we are going to use that. And we have here two types of charts, that is macro motion charts and micro motion charts. Macro means it is very broader, micro means very small. So here operation process chart will be there, flow process chart, two-handed process means left hand what the job will be done, right hand what we are going to, that we are going to record, and unnecessary movements, unnecessary works that we are going to remove, and new we are going to process. Multiple activity chart. So now we are going to see these all charts, how they are going to represent. So charts used in method study. In this, adequate description of the activities will be there. Whether charting is present or proposed, that we are going to mention on that. Specific reference, specifically what we are going to see is charts. When activities will begin and end, we are going to start and see time and distance scales used whether necessary, that we are going to see date of charting and name of person who does the charting also, because we need to ask him how he has made it. So types of charts, it's broadly divided into macro and micro. Macro is micro motion charts used for micro motion study, and here macro. So macro motion study is one which is measured through stopwatch. Using stopwatch, we are going to see within which time what we are going to. Micro motion study is one which cannot be measured through the stopwatch. So micro level of works, it's very difficult to record. So for that reason, we have different types for different. So here micro motion charts are operation process chart we have. We just will get what is the bird's eye view of whole process we are going to see, like operation inspection, operation process chart will be helpful. Flow process chart here, in this we are going to see operations, inspection, storage, delay and transportation represented in process charts. There are three types, that is material type, man type and equipment type. Means material chart will be there. We have some symbols, how they are going to, that I will be showing on this slide. The flow process chart is useful to reduce the distance traveled by men. You would have seen traveling salesman problem in operation research you will be doing, in order to see that least distance, how much job he is going to do. Traveling salesman, and we have assignment problems, that in the process, travel process. To avoid waiting time, delay should not be there. For this reason, you are going to see the PERT and CPM method, that is critical path method, that you are going to solve in, I think, even in operation management, and even we have in war also. Program evaluation review technique will be there. Unnecessary delays that we are going to eliminate by using that problems. So there is a link between operation research and operations management. This is operations we are going to manage. That is operation research, in which we are going to solve using mathematically these problems. Transportation problem we have, assignment problem we have. So here, link operation process chart, flow process chart constructed by placing the symbols one below another as per the occurrence of activities. Join the symbols and calculate the distance. Inspection turnout. I have taken an example here. You see that a arrow shows the goods received, and here the round is operation. Locate the component. Second step is clamp the component in the jaw. Set the component. Visually inspection. If you are doing inspection, the box is square box. If it is operation, it is a circle. If it is a movement of anything, it is shown by the arrow. To goods received, and measuring the diameter by using calipers, vernier calipers, or any other That is operations. Unclamping is an operation. Now to the stores. So we are making a clamp, inspecting that component and checking the diameter, and we are moving. This is an man type. A student, oh, it is written, a student in workshop with vernier calipers. How he is doing. That activity is recorded and shown like this by using some symbols. This is for your understanding. Next is material type. Material type here, this is delayed. D D symbol it is showing means that is waiting for operation. Delaying is happening. After that inspection, setting on the jaw, then inspection. Here, if there is a movement, we are going to use arrow here. Stored means here the this triangle symbol says that it is stored. Stores movement of materials is happening, that is arrow. Inspection, these are the operations. So this is a drawing to know the man type, material type, how we are going to, this is the diagram we are going to see, so that we will be understanding this. So two-handed process chart. I said left hand and right hand, what the work will be doing, that we are going to represent on chart. Multiple activity, that is idle times of machines, and machines what it is doing work, that we are going to show that in the diagram we can see easily. First you can see this man multiple activity chart. This is man removes the rubber band, then man picks up the weight from the hopper, deck is placed on the hopper, man replaces the weight in deck. So this is the time seconds recorded doing the work. Man pushes the startup button and man picks up the deck from the output stacker, rubber band is replaced on the deck. So here you have a gap. This gap is nothing but it shows here is idle work by these lines, and machine at this time, the machine is working here. It is easily indicating. This is man, machine type is put on the paper. Easily we can understand how much time is taken in order to do this particular activity. This is recorded. And this is about the travel chart. How the travel from the destinations, where we are going to start. Start at 9, again will come here. This is a travel chart, and here only 1 2 3 single, and here there are vehicles are 3, and here 2 vehicles, they are moving. So this is the travel chart. So these are the charts in order to know what is the work going on. So we have a flow diagram. Everyone knows of the flow diagram. Means any activity we are going to use the symbols to show that how the flow chart is going, that I am going to show. String diagram, as said, the pins are fixed into the board to mark the location of workstations. Pins are also driven at turning points of the routes. Measured, the length of thread is taken to trace the movement. How much the discard covered by the object is obtained by the measuring the remaining part of this. So here, see this flow diagram, where raw material store, it is moving to the raw material cutting shed. From there, forging is being done to the machine turning. Turning is done in this machine shop, and milling is the, these are the basic manufacturing process you have studied in unit 1. From there, it goes to the heat treatment section. From there, assembly section, then inspection, then part will be stored. So this is the flow diagram manufacture of bicycle pedal axle. And string diagram, you see, this is the actual layout, a start to mark, and it moves to the cutting, and from there drilling to the folding, folding to revert to the checking, checking to the stack. This string by using pinpoints, and they have used the thread, and so 0 to 5 feet it is measured. After study, they have made by seeing this conversion, and this is a confusion of moving unnecessary movement and long distance, they have made it like this. So we'll start from sheet metal, mark and connect, drilling, then folding, then reverting, check, and end. See here, starting and ending, it has become a sequence. If you are going to see this, how earlier the activity was there. drilling somewhere, stacking somewhere, ending and cutting, coming back. So they have made like this after the study. This is the difference. So while studying, we are going to have these type of things. Now we'll see the next one. Symbols. Actually, this slide came down. Symbols used in method study. I have shown these diagrams. The operation is zero means operation. This square means inspection. Transportation is arrow. D means delay. This is storage. We have seen here. Actually, this slide should be in the starting. So after this, I think here. So we have seen this before this. See here. Now it is correctly placed. So study symbols are this: operation, inspection, transportation, delay, storage. For this we have used example. This is D is a delay, this is transportation is arrow, and this is operation, this is inspection and storage. So by using these symbols, we are going to show that show the differences and diagrams. We are going to do this. So string diagram is over. This another method symbols you can see. A chart is like this. Operations, that is driving, mixing, drilling a hole. These are the operations. Transportation means movement of tracks. See conveyor belt the people is carrying. This is storage at the go downs, at the finished pallets, and here any racks we can place them. By using this symbol, it indicates a storage. D means delay, the people waiting. Conveyor belt is waiting. These papers are waiting, idle, they did not been removed. Transportation. So here the movement of products, what he is working on this is moving, he is switching some exam. So using these charts, we'll be doing. And you can see the two illustrations over here. Develop a process chart making a cheese sandwich. Sandwich making, how we have to show on the chart. So distance in meter is 10. This symbol indicates movement. Moving to the cabinet, get a loaf of bread, remove two slices of bread, lay spices on counter, close the loaf of bread, replace the loaf of bread on shelf, open butter, spread butter on the slice of bread, inspect sandwich, move to the servicing area. So 10-meter distance, first we have to move to the cabinet, that is the distance is 10 meter, and moving to service area is 10 minutes. This is all the processing. Now for this particular question, develop a process chart for a making cheese sandwich means using that symbols we have made a one chart. Coming back to illustration 2, develop a multiple activity chart for doing these 3 loads of laundry. Assume you will assess one washing machine and a one dryer is there. So here operator is the person, machine 1 is a washer, machine 2 is a dryer. Time, repeat the cycle. Load clothes and detergent being loaded in the washer. It is idle because dryer will not work until this is done. To the machine 1, idle, running. Remove the clothes from the machine 1 being loaded. Still it is idle. Load the clothes into machine 2. It is idle and then we are loading in the dryer. Then it is running. Loading clothes into the detergent being loaded here. Again, this is what happens. One machine will be working, one other will be idle, and again this becomes idle and this will be running. So there is a connectivity between machine 1 and machine 2. So in sequencing, we have seen that Johnson's rule. We used to say that idle, then calculation we have done in the same manner. This is the chart making. This flow following chart is one possible solution. The level of detail in process chart depends upon the requirements of job. Time is often included in aid analysis of value add. So this is how we are going to make multiple activity chart. This is the process chart. So we have micro motion study charts. This motion study we have only one. Then this activity by using the timing we have made this micro motions called thermalics. And the study of such movements helps in find the operator one best pattern of movements and consuming less time. So this Tarblik is nothing but if you are going to study from backside, Gilbert is written as Tarblik. So this Gilbert has founded this motion study and he has some what you call the techniques of study is called as Tarblik. Gilbe or Bre Gilbreth, and here this is. So he has done a study and he has come out with an idea saying that the motion study can be studied by using this method. So this Gilbreth is the founder for doing this. He has come out with an idea that is Turbliks he has created, and Turbliks were suggested by the Gilbert. So Turblik is nothing but if you read from back the Gilbreth. So his name is Gilbert. Franco Gilbert, founder of motion study. Micro motion study mainly employed in the job analysis. So application includes what is this Turbliks? We can see Gilbert differentiated seven fundamental hand and eye emotions. Each Turblik has a specific color and symbol letter for recording purpose. T. The Turbliks or micro study involves the following steps. Filming the operation studied, analysis of data. So micro motion chart is example we have a SIMO chart. SIMO chart is simultaneous motion cycle chart used for recording this technique. We are going to use these Turbliks in order to show how the movement that I am going to show you now. These are the Turbliks. A diagram he has made. I. This is for finding. This line for selecting. This is grasping, holding, and transport the loaded. Means if we have a half circle and in it, it is transport loaded. Transport empty. We don't have anything in this. We have crescent moon like this is the position 9. And assembling, we is going to use this symbol. Disassemble, he is going to use this symbol. Inspection and preposition, release the load and unavoidable delay, avoidable delay, planning, rest. The people at rest means he has used this symbol. People are planning means he is going to use this symbol. So the symbols are used. SIMO chart of an operator performing finish. So left hand description we have searching and lifting. Right hand description we have. These are the turbliks we are going to use. Some letters we are going to use. This timing. So this is another type of chart which is proposed by Gilbert, and this is here you see left hand is doing this work, right hand is doing this work. So these are the charts we have for performing. You would have seen in this industrial management machinery. Here you can see the lines. This is another type of chart which shows a part how it is moved. So here we have pipe bending machine, milling machine, lathe machine, and we have cutting machine here, and we have vertical drilling machine we have here, and this is hydraulic machine, hydraulic pressing. We have laser cutter here, and we have bending machine here, flat grinding machine here. So this is another type of a diagram or a chart which shows different types of machinery used in industrial area. So this is for you, I think. So try to re revisit this today's class video and try to see that what are the charts, how we can make it. So this is how in operation management, if we want to change any job or activity, we are going to use these types of charts. So I'm going to record the attendance. So I'm going to show you now how you have your attendance have been recorded. Some people are leaving, but still I'm going to show you a, so we have got a extension over here in this Google Meet wherein we can see the attendance online Excel sheet. It is going to make it. It is opening now. I'm going to share you. See here, automatically this Excel, the system has recorded your attendance. I've been clicking on recording your attendance. So this is comes in operation management, recording the attendance, how long the students are there in the class. You can see 10:28 a.m. I have recorded once, only two have joined, and 10:29 only four people have joined. The rest of people did not join.
Screen is black, sir.
10:38 you can see 2 minutes. We can see that three people have not joined it, and 10:48 two people have not joined, and here 10:50 Soumya has left and Renuka has left. And coming back to again, I have recorded at the 11:25 Srikanth I have left and Pushpalata have left, and here Uma Maheshwari has left. So this is a e-attendance that I want to show you that manually I cannot take. I have come out with this idea. We have an extension. Directly it is going to record your attendance when people are coming and when they are leaving out. How many people have attended, hold the class, that also it is going to give. Thank you. Thank you for. Did you see this Excel chart?
No, sir.
No,
Huh?
sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No. Again, I will present you and I will show this how. Here is their Excel sheet. Now we can see this e-attendance that system has generated this. Able to see this Excel sheet? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You are able to see this Excel sheet.
Yes, sir.
So I have recorded at 10:28, only two people have joined. 10:29, four people have joined. 10:38, again I have clicked on the recording attendance. Three people did not join, who have joined later. And in 10:40, two people have not joined. 10:50, one person have left. Soumya has left. And in 11:25, again I clicked record attendance. Three people left. So no need to make the screenshots. That system is going to record. So this is an improvement. So this is a method study what I have conducted, how to record attendance in Google Meet. I could get this, so I am sharing with you. So the operation management, we can daily life also we can show. So these were the charts which are used in order to understand the and study the particular job and activity and make improvements. Thank you. You can leave the class.
Okay, sir.
Right.
Okay, sir.